Hi everyone, in this video we are going to talk about the immunity. Now, know that the immunity is also called the immune system. Now, for the immune system, it includes two branches, and they are the innate immunity and the adaptive immunity. Now, the innate immunity is also called the non-specific immunity, while the adaptive immunity is also called the specific immunity. Now, for the innate immunity, it includes first line and second line. Now, for the first line immunity, it includes mechanical first line immunity and chemical first line immunity. Now, example of mechanical first line immunity are the skin, mucous membrane, lacrimal fluid, and lacrimal fluid is also called tears. Now, also other mechanical first line immunity, other examples are like flow. What do we mean by that? For example, the urinary flow. Okay, saliva, cilia, and other body secretions. Now, for the chemical first line immunity, examples are sweat, oil, because like sweat and oil contains chemicals in them that actually have antibacterial and antimicroorganism function. Now, also you have lysozyme. Lysozyme is an enzyme that can be found in many body secretion that the lysosome can actually break down the bacteria cell wall. Now, also chemical first line immunity also include other things like gastric juice and other antimicrobial proteins. Now, for gastric juice has a very acidic pH. Now, that's why oftentimes if we eat something and there are bacteria on the food and we eat it, and then the gastric juice can break down bacteria. Now, for the second line innate immunity, examples are phagocytes, inflammation, fever, complements, interferons, and many other things. Now, phagocytes has the ability to eat, for example, like bacteria and break down bacteria. Now, for inflammation is very good for helping the body fight infection and also important for tissue repair. Okay. Now, as far as fever is when the body have abnormally high body temperature, and that high body temperature actually is able to denature the enzyme of bacteria and other microorganisms, so that it helps the body actually protect the body from infection, for example. Okay. Now, fever can also increase the speed of like healing, or for example, like increase the metabolism of the body so that the healing process can be faster. Okay, for complements are proteins that can be made by the liver. Now, and complements proteins can do a few things. Now, complements can trigger inflammation. Complement can also like increase the ability of phagocytes, and also the complement can also cause like poke holes on the cell wall, on the cell membrane of the bacteria. Now, for interferons, is commonly secreted by cells when the cell is infected by a virus. Now, when the cell is infected by a virus, the cell will release interferons to tell the neighboring cells that like, hey, there's a virus infection. Okay. Now, for the adaptive immunity, also called the specific immunity, it includes humoral immunity and cell-mediated immunity. Now, humoral immunity include cells like B cell, plasma cell, and memory B cells. Now, B cells can make antibodies. Now, when B cells is mature, you can differentiate it into plasma cells and memory B cells. Now, okay, plasma cell can also make antibodies, but can also secrete antibodies. For memory B cells has memories. So memory B cells has memory. Okay. Now, as far as for the cell-mediated immunity, it's all about T cells. Now, we have four major types of T cells, and they are cytotoxic T cells, helper T cells, memory T cells, and regulatory T cells. Now, the function of the cytotoxic T cells are to fight cancer cells and also cells that are infected with a virus. Now, the function of the helper T cells is to coordinate the adaptive immunity. Now, the memory T cells has memory. Okay. Now, for the regulatory T cells actually can suppress the adaptive immunity. Okay, we just talked about the overview of the immune system. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.